Kia ora koutou, Reese here from QuickSense, and today we are looking at powers. So what does a power mean? Well, it tells us that we are multiplying the base, the number below the power, by itself, the number of times in the power. So what does that mean? Well, let's have a look at these examples here. 3 to the power of 2 is 3 times 3 twice. Right, so the base down here, and I'm multiplying it by itself twice. So let's look at another example. 2, so my base is going to be 2, so I'm multiplying 2 by itself 3 times. All right, by 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Let's go back. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. In this next example, I'm being asked to rewrite the following with positive indices. So what I need to work with is the index law, where a to a negative power is equal to 1 over a to that positive power. So what does that mean in this example? Well, what we're looking at is 1 over 5 to the 4 to the power of 2. Right, so we have flipped, we have gone 1 divided by that number. Now, there are a couple of ways we can deal with this. Again, keeping in mind another rule, which is that a over b to the power of c is equal to a to the power of c over a to the power of b to the power of c. Right, so that means 1 over 5 squared over 4 squared, which is 1 over 25 and 1 over 16. Now, because I'm familiar with fractions and dividing by fractions, I know that this is going to equal 16 over 25. Right, we flip that bottom fraction. But if I don't know that, how do I get there? Well, I look at it this way. What does the fraction mean? Well, it means divide by. So 1 divide by 25 over 16. And when I'm working with fractions, right, a over b divided by c over d, well, that's equal to a over b times d over c. I'm flipping that second fraction. So 1, well, that's just 1 over 1, so we keep that the same, times 16 over 25. 1 times 16 is 16, and 25 remains the same. So there we go. That's your answer. But if we want to keep it with positive indices, well, I know that 16 is 4 squared, 25 is 5 squared, and I know that this whole thing is equal to 4 over 5 all squared, which is expressing it with positive indices.